Hey, good people, happy Sunday. So, I'm going to take you through my Sunday setup over the next couple of posts. So, if you want to know or get some tips on how you can do your own Sunday setup, then stay tuned. If not, you can just go ahead and swipe on past. But for the Sunday setup, typically I do this as a way to plan my week ahead. We have our overarching goals, we have our monthly, our quarterly, and all of those things. But when I bring it down to my weekly plan on Sundays, I brain dump all the things that's going on, whether it's things from the previous week or things from the week that I'm in. And I determine, or I write down a whole brain dump of all the things that need to take place. Then I take that particular list and I'll call and create a focus list out of it. So I have 3 types of focus lists. Let's go to that part. So I know I said 3, but actually it's more than 3. 3 comes into play. I'll show you here in a second. So I do all this before I put the things into my planner because I don't want to put stuff in here that I'm not going to be able to do. I don't want to overestimate the amount of time that I have or the amount of energy I'm going to have for the week. So we brain dump first, right? So when I'm creating my focus list, I am considering the things I need to do for the job, for the business, for the family, and that includes pets, for myself, and then for, we'll say the house, right? So job, family, job, work, goodness gracious, job, business, which I consider my work, family and pets, myself, and the house. And I brain dump all those things. From that, I determine what is the most important thing to do for each list. That is what becomes my focus list. So with my focus list, I will figure out, maybe one thing from each list, unless, for me right now, the self list, if you will, I don't really have to put that down on a focus list because it's something that I will do anyway because of my routine. My routine is that's down packed. So that I don't really have to do anything special unless I was doing a special self-care day, or maybe I have a couple of doctor's appointments or something like that. Then that would be put on there, but I don't, so I don't have to do that. So what would mainly hit my list would be work, job, and house and family. I'll kind of combine those two. Okay, so after I know what list I'm going to be focusing on, so I told you I don't have to focus on self because that's already kind of integrated into my routine. So I'm thinking, what am I going to focus on this week? Let's say I'm going to focus on business, family, and job. We'll say those 3, right? So when I take those 3, I'm going to figure out, what do I need to achieve at work? What are the things that I need to do for just the week? I'm not even making it where it's something that's oh goodness, this whole month. No, this week, what do I need to accomplish? I'm making that plan. For business, what do I need to do? 9 times out of 10, it's going to be create content, publish the content created, check on, set up systems behind, be prepared to make offers, right? That's always in the back of my mind when it comes to business. And then for family, what do I need to focus? Here we go. So with family, it's how can I love them this week, right? What can I do with my son? What can I do with my husband? What can I do with the pets? What can we do all together? Are we going to have a movie night? What kind of conversations? I'm practicing and becoming more and more intentional about the interactions that I have, specifically with my family. Then that can branch outwards into external relationships. So internal relationships taken care of, then I go to external relationships. So the thing about the Sunday setup and all of this is that it gives me direction for my week. That means I'm less likely to be distracted by all the things because I already have my list and I've written them down, right? It also gives me control over my schedule. Now, the thing about schedules, let's talk about it real quick. So the thing about schedules are meant to be flexible. Flexible, because you never know what can happen. There's always going to be, like, not always, let me not speak that. There can be and will likely be obstacles, monkey wrenches thrown into it. You'll have to pivot throughout your days. Something came up, you didn't have enough time to finish a certain thing. That's fine. Your schedule is meant to be flexible. Your routine is meant to be your standard operating procedure. So I focus on business processes. In my career, you need an SOP. Just like we need SOPs for our businesses, we need SOPs for our life. Now, they don't have to be rigid SOPs. It's just an order of operations. There's an order of operations to everything. God operates in an order of operations, if then. So I keep that in mind. I make sure that I stick to my routine, like my morning routine, top notch. When I can get through my morning routine, I know I'm already setting myself up for success. When I do this Sunday setup, I know I'm already set up for success because I already have my focus. I already have the direction I'm going in. I understand why I'm doing the things I'm doing. I understand what I need to look for as far as results to determine whether or not I need to pivot. So there's your metrics that you're following. And then it also gives you a little bit of control in your day. Again, things happen, remain flexible. God works and moves, remain flexible, because we don't determine the outcome, he does. We just are responsible for the inputs. So your focus list is your input. So I hope that little bit of piece of, working through a Sunday setup helps you. Have a great week. Yeah, we got this.